Hello. Today I would like to share the information I learned from this book that I read from Dr. Amen. The book is called Unleash the Power of the Female Brain. It is a book that guides us on how our hormone works. It guides us on how our brain is different than a male brain. And it's guiding us to take advantage of how our brain works so we can fulfill our potential. The book talks about how we as women have more compassion than a male. We're more likely to forgive easier than a male brain. We're more likely to work in a team better than a male brain. We bring a type of light to our work environment. We are unique, and because of it, Dr. Amen is calling us to better our lives, to set higher standards for ourselves, because we can impact our family. We are the ones that go grocery shopping. We are the ones that decide what menu we're going to cook through the week. We have that influence in our home to set the example for our daughters, for our sons. We can impact our grandchildren if we choose a healthy path. And it's not just a physical healthy path, we're talking about mental. We're talking about going and working out, making it a routine, making a habit, healthy habits, so that we build enough brain reserve for whenever we are presented with a stressful situation in our life. If we're able to maintain a healthy life, something happens into our life, then our brain has plenty of reserves to push you through those hard times until you are ready to go back on your feet and go back to your old habits and good lifestyle that you had before this stressful situation came your way. So that's what he says is very important for us to adopt now a healthy life, to get to fall in love with our brain. Because if we fall in love with our brain and if we do everything that is beneficial for our brain, our overall health is going to be amazing. And our children, our grandchildren, our nieces, our nephews, and everybody around us will observe how we behave, how we carry our life. And just by doing that, you can impact others. You know, if there are others that allow you to coach them, allow you to guide them through what you're doing different, even better. We'll be able to not only impact our family, but also people around our family. Sometimes we get lost because we're still dealing with our inner child, or maybe we're still dealing with a divorce, or we're still dealing with something that happened in the past, and we have not been able to overpass. We have not been able to forgive. We have not been able to just let go and move on to our next area, our next step, our next excitement in our life, which is there's something that is holding us back. And I think we all can carry old traumas from our childhood, from our teenager time, from now in our adulthood. There are circumstances and situations that we probably still dealing with in our very back of our mind, and we try to put it aside because it's painful and it brings us ugly emotions. This book is calling you to deal with that. Deal with those little traumas that you may have, or big traumas that you might have in the past. Let it go. Let them go. What if those resentments that you're feeling towards that person right now are no allowing you to move forward in your life? You know, what if the person that did something bad to you was barely holding herself or holding himself, and they did what they could? What if they were barely hanging on whenever they did something to you, whenever they hurt you? Have you thought of that? You know, we can learn to find ourselves on any problem that life brings us, on any situation that is unpleasant. I believe that it is an opportunity for us to find ourselves, for us to grow, for us to find that way to say, okay, how can I overcome this situation where I'm not the victim, but I am the victor? How can I learn from this? How can I just let go and let my soul speak louder than my mind? Because whenever we allow to let our mind take over, that's what gets us in trouble. That's whenever we keep that resentment. That's whenever we write it down somewhere in our body, and it's like, oh, I remember whenever you did that to me. And you just carry it, but it's not benefiting you at all. And I think that's what this book is calling us to do, is like, let go of any resentment that you have, so that you can move forward and you can impact your family, so that you can impact your daughter. You know, there is research that if we as mothers take care of ourselves, if we put our oxygen mask first and take care of ourselves, our children are watching. Our children will learn to take care of themselves as well, because we're modeling for them. This book is calling you to put your oxygen mask on, like whenever you go in a plane, and before the plane takes off, they tell you if there is an emergency, if we lose oxygen, there's going to be a mask hanging down. Make sure that you put the mask first. You put the oxygen mask first. Then you can take care of your children. Same thing in life. We have to put our oxygen mask on. We have to be in charge of our life in order for us to take care of our children, in order for us to impact our grandchildren, because they are watching. I can tell you that I drink healthy smoothies, I juice, because of my grandma. My grandma has been a big impact in my life. I remember her always trying to juice. And that's something I adopted, because that's what I remember. You know, it's like, to me, it's not a big deal to juice because I seen my grandma do it. And then my mother, she loves to cook. And she taught me how to cook because I observed that she likes to cook healthy meals. And I learned from her. And it's not a big deal to me to cook. I enjoy it. So I know that we're here to impact others. I mean, I know our family are watching. And it's like, let go of all the drama, let go of all the resentment that you might be carrying on, so you can continue to move forward, so you can continue to truly allow your soul to speak louder than your mind, because your children are watching, your nieces are watching, your mom is watching. I bet she's proud of you whenever you do something great, whenever you do something good. I bet your grandma is watching too, or your aunts, or your uncles as well. I mean, we're standing here, I'm standing here, but this is not just me speaking. You know, I am a big puzzle where even if I met you in person, you have brought something into my life. We're not standing here by ourselves. You know, I have my cousins, my aunts, my grandma, my great-great-grandma, my mom, that have crossed my path, that have taught me something. Co-workers. Let's choose the positive in our lives. Let's choose anything that can help you to move forward. Anything that can help you to fall in love with your brain, so you can have a healthy life, a mental healthy life as well. The book taught me to be very respectful to insulin. It's a hormone that, whenever we eat too much sugar, insulin starts working. And whenever insulin gets overworked, that's whenever our body gets to deteriorate slowly. It's one of the things that I took from the book. I mean, the book is amazing for women. It explains how our female brain is way different than a male brain. We're unique. We're very unique, and we have the gift. We have the gift to practice compassion. We have the gift to work in a team. We have the gift to practice self-control. That's one of the things the book talks about. Women are more likely to have self-control than a male brain. We are gifted. Let's take advantage of our gifts as women and impact our little ones. Let's impact our people around us, just to encourage them to live a healthier life, by eating healthy, by practicing a positive psychology, to have a joyful emotional state as more as we can, because sometimes those automatic negative thoughts get into our heads, and if we learn how to battle them, you can continue to enjoy the day. Blessings to you all. I hope this information helps you. The book, like I said, it calls out all girls to take advantage of their female brain. Blessings to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.